Did you know that 87% of YouTube viewers say that they've purchased a product after seeing it recommended by a creator that they trust? Yet most creators struggle to convert their viewers into customers because they're using outdated sales tactics that feel pushy and authentic. Yeah, I used to be one of those people. We are on day 10 of our 90-day challenge, and today I'm revealing the ethical selling framework that helped me generate income without sacrificing my integrity and without turning off my audience. Although in the beginning, I definitely did that. Here's the thing. I started with network marketing, and I wanted to promote my business online instead of offline. What did I do? I went on Facebook and I started to find people I didn't know, and I would say, hey, buy my product, join my business opportunity, etc., etc. Because I didn't know how to market. I'm not a marketing major, never learned anything about marketing. In my career, I was in not marketing, so I didn't know how to market online. And you know what the end result was? It didn't work out. I didn't have many sales, maybe one. I decided to get some online marketing education, and this is what I learned. The creators who generate the most sales aren't the ones that sell the hardest. They're the ones that provide the most value first. They've mastered the art of selling through serving, not through pressure or manipulation. Today, I'm going to break down the 5-step ethical selling framework, the exact approach I've used in the past and I currently use now to promote digital products while maintaining trust with my audience. This isn't about tricks or tactics. It's about creating genuine alignment between your viewers' needs and the solutions that you offer. If you've ever felt uncomfortable about selling on your channel, this framework will transform how you think about monetization and help you serve your audience at a higher level. Now, before we dive into the framework, let's address the mindset shift that's essential for ethically selling on YouTube. Many creators see selling and serving as opposite forces. You're here to either help your audience or you're selling to them. This is false and is the root of most selling discomfort. And the truth is, if you're promoting products you genuinely believe in and products that solve real problems for your audience, then selling is serving. You're connecting people with solutions that can improve their lives. The discomfort comes when they're misaligned between what you're selling and what your audience truly needs. Today, we're going to focus on the 5 key elements of ethical selling on YouTube. The value first approach that builds trust before asking for the sale. And I'll illustrate each element using examples of my own experience from in the past and now. And in fact, I am promoting a digital product right now, and it helps people create multiple income streams in just 2 hours a day. And you'll see exactly how I integrate these principles into my content and how you can apply them to whatever products or services that you're currently promoting. The first and the most powerful element of ethical selling on YouTube is called the value first approach, providing substantial value before ever mentioning your product or service. And most creators make a mistake. They lead with their offer before establishing that trust or demonstrating expertise. It's almost like, and I love this analogy, it's almost like you meeting someone for the first time and then proposing right away. And you're like, I don't know this guy. Like, what? I'm not buying what you're selling. But successful creators focus on solving problems and establishing themselves as a trusted resource before introducing any product. You want to identify the core problems your audience faces that your product helps solve. For example, the program that I currently promote, I know my audience struggles with 3 main challenges. Number 1, creating an income before monetized or before they're monetized. When people start a channel, they want to earn that income soon after they start a channel and not have to wait months or years to be monetized. They want to make that income now. Number 2, we want to build an automated system that works 24/7, even though the viewer themselves are not working. And 3, digital products that are actually going to help the viewer create a better channel and help them to learn marketing. Now, second, you want to create videos or content that addresses these problems with actionable solutions. Even if the viewer never buys your product, you want to give that value. You want the viewer to leave your video, oh man, that was really good. That really helped me a lot. Even if people don't buy the product that I'm currently selling, people are getting value from watching my free YouTube videos. And third, you want to demonstrate your expertise through results and insights and not claims. Rather, me saying, oh, I'm an expert in digital marketing and YouTube, I'm showing you how I have applied tactics in the past that have worked for me to grow not only my YouTube channel, but also my digital business. And I help others do the same. Here's a practical example from my content strategy. Before I even mention the digital program that I offer on this video, I'm explaining the concept of attraction marketing and how it differs from traditional selling. And I'm also explaining that you no longer have to chase people to buy your product. You no longer have to cold DM people to buy your product. The name of the game, if you want to succeed online, is to have your customers finding you, resonating with what you're saying, and then wanting to automatically purchase your product. For example, you're watching this YouTube video right now. I didn't reach out to you and say, hey, watch my video. You're watching this video because YouTube told you that you would be interested in this video. I love social media and how it all works. In my videos, I share specific strategies for automating this business. And I just gave you an example right there. The fact that social media is pushing my content out to you to consume. With all the videos that I've published so far, I think I'm up to 10, mostly around YouTube growth. But by the time I mention my digital product, viewers have already receive substantial value and see me as a credible resource because of all the free value that I've given so far. This product becomes a natural extension of the value that I've already provided, and you purchasing the program, I have a link in the description below in case you want to check it out. But this is a way for people to go deeper with systems that have already proven to work. When you plan your content, make sure you ask yourself, would this video be valuable if I even never mention my product? If the answer is yes, then you're on the right track with the value first approach. The second element of ethical selling on YouTube is the storytelling framework, using narrative structure to create an emotional connection and illustrate transformation. And I love this quote, facts tell, but stories sell. This isn't because stories are manipulation, right? It's because they help viewers see themselves in the journey, understand the real world impact of what you're offering. Effective storytelling creates an emotional investment that raw information alone. So here's just a quick illustration of storytelling. Is what you want to do is paint the before. Paint a vivid picture of the problem and its emotional impact. For example, if I'm discussing my digital program, I share the story before. Before, years ago, I used to think that you had to work 8 to 10 hours a day to make an income online. I would come home from work and go right into the office, say hi to the kids for a couple seconds, and go right in the office and work until I go to bed. I missed so much time with my family. I was consistently stressed about money, and I was working harder than ever and barely making anything. With me telling you that, this resonates with you because there's so many people in the same situation. Next is the turning point. This is the moment of discovery or the decision that changed everything. Honestly, for me, it was the concept of learning about digital products with 100% profit margin. 100% profit. That means if you sell a $100 product, you make $100 instead of what I used to do in the past and make about 20%. On top of that, we want to automate this process. I remember going into work one day. I went into a conference room, had a couple of minutes to spare, checking my email. I earned a $900 commission. I hadn't worked my business that day, but I still made $900. It's because I learned automated marketing. This stuff works when you implement it the right way and get the right training. Obviously, third is the after stage, showing the transformation that resulted from this change, which obviously I just told you an example. Obviously, there is some sacrifice because I do have to work after my job, right? I still have to put in some time, but I don't have to put in 8 hours because who has that time? Obviously, this isn't going to happen overnight, right? But it's a process that anyone can follow. If you're committed to the process, then you'll see it start working. Now, also, if you have a program or service that you are promoting and maybe you don't have your own transformation story, and that's okay. What you can do is share stories of people in your community that are also having some success. Those stories work too. In fact, if you're brand new, never made a sale before, you should tap into those and talk about those stories. Now, the third element is naturally leading your viewers toward your offer without feeling forced or disconnected. Many creators make one or two mistakes. Either they awkwardly mention their product in a video or content that's totally not related and doesn't offer any value, or they just create content that is 100% selling with no value at all. Again, element number 4 is the social proof integration. And I mentioned this before, but this is, are other people besides you having success in the community? Because if so, you want to share those. This builds credibility while reducing skepticism. What you want to do, instead of saying like a blanket statement, like thousands of people have succeeded with this program, you want to share specific stories. Okay, Cecilia from South Africa was working 15-hour days in her salon, struggling to make ends meet. Within 3 months of implementing the system, she was completely out of debt, and she eventually moved on to be a millionaire in South Africa. You see the difference, right? Because when you start to tell stories, when I said Cecilia is a salon owner, you're visualizing this woman that's a salon owner pulling her hair out because she's working 15-hour days and she's stressed as. And what you want to do if you are sharing stories from your community, share people's with different backgrounds. Cecilia's a salon owner. How about share about the people that never thought that they could retire? Now all of a sudden they are. How about share stories about the single mom? Couldn't afford daycare, but then she couldn't afford to quit her job at the same time. Because when you share stories of people with different backgrounds, then viewers can find examples that resonate with their specific situation. Acknowledge realistic time frames. Some people make an income their first week because we have a training that shows you how to do that. But then you have other people, like this guy Tim, laid off from his job. Took him 3.5 months before he made it all. Now he's a 6-figure earner. So just because you don't make money right away doesn't mean that the program doesn't work. As long as you stick with it and have the confidence and you're consistent with it, you can make it work. Something else that you want to do is incorporate authentic community. Our community has over 50,000 members, and collectively, just the first 10 months that this program existed, paid out over $29 million in 10 months. Now, element number 5 is the call to action. The 5th element of ethical selling on YouTube is the authentic call to action, guiding interested viewers toward your offer in a way that feels like a natural next step rather than a high pressure tactic. Many creators either make their call to action too aggressive, which creates resistance, or make them so subtle that interested viewers don't know how to take action. The key is finding a balance, being clear and direct while maintaining respect for the viewer's decision-making process. What you want to do is frame the offer as a not a command. So instead of saying, you need to buy this now, I say something like, look, if what I've shared resonates with you and you want to learn how to be a better YouTuber, you want to earn up to $1,400 a day, you want to earn 100% profit through an automated system, then what I have to offer might be a good fit. And if you want more information, click on the link in the description below. Second, you want to articulate who the offer's for and who it's not for. This program is not for everyone. It's for people that want to build a digital business with automated system, but it's definitely not for those expecting an overnight success. Third, and this is where a lot of people miss the boat, because not everyone is ready to make a purchase immediately, obviously, because you don't even have any information about the product, right? What happens is this. I direct people to my website, and if they are interested in learning more, they put in their email address, they're directed to a class. They can watch the class, they can purchase right then and there, but most people don't. Most people want to think about it, they need more information, they check out more videos, whatever. What I do is I keep posting on YouTube, and then I also send them a newsletter with additional training, additional information for them to make an educated decision to make sure that this is the right fit for them. We are now at day 10 of our 90-day challenge, and I hope this framework has helped you and made you think differently as far as selling on YouTube. Because when it is done ethically, promoting products that genuinely help your audience is one of the most valuable services you can provide as a creator. And of course, if you're curious about the program that I'm offering and that I've been mentioning throughout this video, I've included a link in the description below for those that want to learn more. It's literally a complete digital business system that provides 10 income streams, actually more, because we teach how to make more. Everything's done for you. Most importantly, community support, including myself, all designed to help you create an income with just 2 hours of work a day. The name of the game is focusing on serving your audience at the highest level, and the sales will naturally follow. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.